what products are kind of, they just surprise you positively, right? At the level of user experience that they present. So basically, what are the favorite platforms or tools or pieces of software, hardware that you just love, and you maybe they become like you try to bring in those pieces into your own thinking, or what you're doing, what you're building, or imitation or emulation, or whatever you want to call it.
Let me think. Well, of course, someone has to say Donald Norman's name, because that wouldn't be appropriate unless we did. But he has the concept or popularized the concept of affordances, where the object itself tells you how to use it, right? And we've kind of seen in user interfaces removal of a lot of those affordances. And it just makes software harder and harder and harder to use. It really drives me crazy when there's all these hidden ways to interact with something, and you have to remember them. But if you work with something a long time and you can remember them, maybe that it is the best way to interact with it. But it's just miserable for new users when they have to discover these interactions. So I really just like thinking about, can the object itself just tell you how to use it, instead of me having to keep it all in my head. And it means something special to me because there's an analog to artificial intelligence programming for video games, where if you're trying to make a little AI character, it's better if you don't try to stuff in their head how to use everything in the video game. You actually disperse the intelligence into the objects of the world. And it's a very weird architecture, but they used it on The Sims. And in that game, they can keep making new objects, dumping them into this world, and all the little Sim people know how to use the objects because the intelligence is in the objects themselves. And it's a very interesting programming paradigm that has this real world analog of affordances, so that you don't have to be this brainiac that knows how to interact with a million things in the world. The objects themselves telegraph how to use them, and it's helpful. So I really love that. Another thing is there's all this talk about stocks and Robinhood and stuff. My son just got a job, and he's been noodling or working with trading stocks and stuff, and he was finally got a paycheck, and he's trying to decide which brokerage to go with, and he decided to choose Robinhood. And it's gotten a lot of bad press about maybe they're restricting trades and stuff like that, but the interface is amazing, and that makes people want to use it. It's butter, and it just feels good, and you can't underestimate that. I'm tired of using horrible banking apps that are just disgusting. And if you have to interact with something a lot, you just want that really great experience. So it's nice just to see just products here and there that just make you happy and delightful and don't make you angry.